Hey everyone, welcome to Unicorn Dust Designs. My name is Sammy, that is Hank, and today is Try It Tuesday. I cannot wait to show you who I've been inspired by this month, so let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Our first Trash to Treasure was inspired by Sonnet from Sonnet's Garden and Bloom. She was using the new Juliet mold, and I had just thrifted a jewelry box, and I was like, this mold is gonna look gorgeous, but I wanna show you my take on it. So I'm gonna take the Juliet mold. This is one of the new IOD molds, and I'm gonna take my amazing resin. It's a 50-50 ratio. You mix it for 40 seconds, and yes, start pouring. However, this silicone pour cup was a hot mess. So I ended up having to get like a little medicine cup and pour it that way, but I did not fill the mold all the way to the top. And if it were to completely dry like that, those parts that I didn't fill would become hollow and they would not sit flush with my jewelry box. So before this cured all the way, I started peeling the mold out, and you can see how I'm having to help it because it's not hard yet. It's still pliable. So I laid it on top of my jewelry box. And again, because I am doing it while it's still pliable, it hasn't hardened up yet. So I could get those pieces that didn't quite fill up the way I needed it to stick to my jewelry box. So I'm taking the Quick and Thick Tight Bond. I brushed it on to make sure I got all of the details, and I flipped it on over. I let that set up for a little bit, and then I'm now taking Pennies from Heaven. This is a copper liquid patina, and it is Gorga, you guys. It only took me one coat to completely cover this entire piece. But the liquid patinas are, you can use them for anything. So I'm using it to literally paint on, but you can use them as decoupage mediums, top coats. I mean, there are so many possibilities with the liquid patinas, and I only have 5 left in stock. So head over to the website, unicorndustdesigns.com. Now, when I get to the top, I'm going to start stippling over the Juliet mold, and this is going to help get all of that Pennies from Heaven down into the details. And you guys, look at how gorgeous this already looks. Okay, now that that's fully dried, look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take Dark and Decrepit liquid patina, and we are going to use this as a glaze. So I'm going to coat my entire box. If you do not work fast, I highly recommend doing this in sections as the liquid patina dries super fast. But I'm going to cover mine all up. And before it dries, I'm going to grab a paper towel and we're going to wipe back the excess. And you can see how it darkens up that copper so it's not so shiny and glimmery. And then I'm going to take that paper towel, I wipe on top of the florals, and now I'm going to buff out that liquid patina that's sitting in between the flowers because I don't want it to look like it's like drenched in there. I just want it to darken and bring out those details. As you see on the side, I'm going to stipple it on, and then I'm going to pounce the paper towel over that just so I don't see any brush strokes. Now, once that is completely dried, we are going to grab Shipwreck. And this is a teal wax that DIY carries. This is also available on my website. And at first I thought I was going to brush this on. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try just taking my finger and putting it over all of the roses. So the rosebud and the roses. I don't put it anywhere else. And you guys, this turned out exactly how I imagined it. It is absolutely stunning, and we completely transformed this. And I was able to take Sonnet's idea and turn it completely into something different and make it my own. And look at that, you guys. It reminds me like a piece of jewelry or something, and it's a jewelry box. And I did paint the inside, I did clean the mirror, and I did take a piece of tape and get all of the lint out of the jewelry box. But look at all of the detail in that mold, the beautiful shipwrecked wax, the Pennies from Heaven. It's everything that I imagine. If you love this, please comment with a rose down in the comments box. Look at that. Look at the side. I love how that dark and decrepit darkened it up. It's so pretty. Our next, well, our next one and some other ones were inspired by the painted photographer. I've done some of her stuff before, and recently she did this blog of these four boxes that she painted and put transfers on. So I'm going to take this catalog. It looks very similar to the seeds catalog, except it has florals, it has seeds, and then it has like toiletry. That's what I'm going to say. There's probably a better word for it, but like it says like perfume, mouthwash, like things like that on it. We're going to take this and I'm going to take one of these boxes. If you watch any of my thrift hauls, I grab these boxes every time I find them at a low price because they make for easy flips. I'm going to take mint chip and I am going to paint all of this box. Once it's completely dry, I'm going to grab those transfers and I'm going to start with this beautiful rose one. And I am going to layer with these transfers. These came off so easy. It was crazy. Always make sure to burnish your transfers on after you're done. Now I'm layering it with another one. There you go, burnishing. Now I'm going to flip it over to its side. Don't know why I kept that part in. And I am going to layer with two more. I wish I could remember what these said, but I promise this is meant for a bathroom or a vanity or something like that. And I'm going to layer with this beautiful rose picture. Now, the opposite side of that, I'm going to do kind of this same look. So I took a different rose picture and then I'm going to layer it with one of this one actually says, I think, mouthwash, tooth wash or something like that. And then I'm going to do another floral image on the other side. So this was a super easy way of updating this box. I cleared it with clear DIY wax to make sure that I sealed the paint and the transfers. And I love the way this came out. That mint chip behind all of our images really made everything pop. And the details in these transfers, not even these transfers, they're molds, they're everything. It always blows my mind and it completely transforms a rather boring piece into something very high-end looking like this. I do get all of my IOD products from Vonda at paintedheirloom.com. Her link is in the description box. Look at that detail, you guys. Look at that. So very pretty. So my next one, tons of people have done this, so it's not inspired by one person. I don't know who the original creator is. But I'm going to take the sunflower mold, and before it cures, just like the first one, I'm going to take a bowl and turn it around. I'm going to push that down on top of the bowl. I'm then going to grab some painter's tape and I'm going to tape it down. This way it molds and stays to the shape that I put it in here before it completely cures and hardens. And I want some of those petals to be sticking out. I want it to look very organic and like the petals have fallen or have like turned up. You'll see once I take it out. So after I take it out of the tape, I'm going to take Queen Bee and I'm going to paint all of our petals. I'm using a little fine paintbrush. This is definitely a DIY that you're going to want to like sit and put a movie on with and just take your time and be creative, play around with colors, and you'll have so much fun. I did spray paint the back gold. You'll see that in a minute, okay? After that, I take Cherry Picked, which is like a dark purple, and I spritz the flower with water. And at first I thought I could kind of do like a shadowy look going dark from the lower point and then going lighter up top. That didn't work. So what I did was I spritzed it with water and I put the Cherry Picked on and then I pounced my paper towel like up and down to get the excess off. But what that did is allowed the cherry pick to fall into the lines and the details of the sunflower petals. And it looked so gorgeous, those two colors together. I already told you cherry picked is going to be one of my fall colors, so add it to your collection. All right, using layered chocolate. What am I talking about? Yeah, no, chocolate. We'll say chocolate. I painted the middle. Now I'm taking Big Top and I'm sealing that spray paint that I did earlier. I know it looks like it's repelling it, but don't worry, it does its job. And then I'm going to seal the inside of this as well. Now, it wouldn't be something by me if I did not add gold wax somewhere in this video. So I focused that gold wax on the outer part of the inside. Then I lightly dust. You see, you can barely see it. And then I'm going to get those petals. And it's just going to add a little shimmer. I'm not trying to get like all of the details to show. I just want it to kind of shimmer if you were to put it in the sun. And these, you guys, are going to make the most beautiful personal Christmas gifts. I mean, you could do these with your kids, your friends, a craft, a craft party. These are so fun. It turned out so gorgeous, and you can really have fun with the different color combos you're doing. Not all of them are going to look the same, so comment down in the description box with a sunflower if you think you will be trying this or making them for other people. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're enjoying this video so far. So Try It Tuesday is a chance for other creators and myself to give shout outs to people that are inspiring us. And there will be a playlist down in the description box with other creators that decided to join me in doing Try It Tuesday. I will leave the links for any of the channels or posts that I mentioned in today's video down in the description box as well. So make sure to check those out. Y'all know the drill. If you're digging me, if you're digging the DIYs, if you're digging the channel, then make sure to like, subscribe, and you guys do your girl a favor and comment. Simply commenting is an absolutely free way you can help my channel out, and it lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the content and they're more likely to share it out with everybody. And you guys know all of the paint products that you see in today's video and my upcycles are available on my website, unicorndustdesigns.com. All right, let's get into the rest of the video. You guys are going to see two more boxes, okay? And that is because these were supposed to be covered with transfers like the Painted Photographer. However, this box, I'm going to do two of these boxes. They just did not go as planned, so they all ended up being different DIYs. So I'm using Bohemian Blue to start off with. Obviously, I have a thing for Bohemian Blue, and I do want to announce that the winner for the Bohemian Blue paint is going to be Candy Owens. Please contact me within 48 hours at unicorndustdesigns@yahoo.com to claim your paint. I am going to dry this down. I will also comment on your comments and post it in the community tab. Okay, so we do that first layer. Then because of the transfer I thought I was going to use, I took Cowgirl Coral, say that 5 times fast, and I'm going to start blending. So I'm taking that little dipper, I spritzed my Bohemian Blue, and I start right at the line where the Bohemian Blue ended. And I go back every time I go to dip into that Cowgirl Coral, I wipe my brush off. Then as I get to the top, I'm just using the Cowgirl Coral and I'm going to blend it in. So it's going to go from Bohemian to our little mix, and then it's going to go brighter. I'm also using my smoothie brush by DIY to help me blend the top to the middle part. I'm going to do this all the way around our little wood box. And then hold on. I'm like, what part is next? Okay, so this is where I tried to do the transfer. Well, the transfer is pulling up all the paint. So I tried taking Big Top and coating that around thinking, okay, this is gonna work. Well, it didn't. Surprise. So I had to figure out what I can do to make this work. So this napkin was the only napkin that would match our color combo on our box. So I cut this truck out. I took the second ply off of the back of here, and I am going to use this, and you guys, everything happens for a reason because it looks like it was meant to be. I do want to note I did not film it, but because those transfers took off pieces of the paint, I ended up going around and distressing the entire box, which worked out because it goes perfectly with the truck. So I am going to take liquid patina. This is a clear one, and it is the best decoupage medium, you guys. It is not thick. It's a thinner consistency. I never have bubbles with it. It is amazing, and I do have it in stock on my website. So I am coating the bottom, and then whatever I have left on my brush, I'm going to go over the top and just push that down. I like to do this in sections. It works out better for me. I'm also going to put a truck on the opposite side as well, and then I do an entire clear coat with the liquid patina over my image and over the entire box. And this is how this box turned out. Does that not look like it was meant to be? That truck goes perfectly with bohemian blue. The florals go with cowgirl coral, and the distressing, it just, everything is meant to be, you guys. So if you are having a hard time, just take a breath and then go back to your craft in a little bit. Okay, this was the same box, you guys, and I painted it sandy blonde. Now, at this point now, I'm like, okay, I know it's not going to take to the transfers, so what can I do to this one? So I took one of my molds that I've had in my stash. Anytime I have extra resin, I pour it in molds. So I had this one, painting it with sandy blonde. Then I was trying to think, we're going to add a little detail. So I was like, what color is going to go best with sandy blonde? So I chose aviary, and I will show you what we do with that in a minute. So I'm going to take my mold, and just like we did before, I took quick and thick tight bond, and I'm going to place that in the middle, and then I do put painter's tape just to make sure that it's held in place and that it dries flat. Now, you guys, look at these birds. My girl Erin makes these, and she sent me some. These things are heavy duty. If you're interested in them, I'll leave her email down in the description box so you can chat with her. I'm going to take that aviary. You guys, these little stinking birds have so much detail right up to their little beaks. All of the details on their feathers, their little feet, they are so cute. So I'm going to do 2 coats of aviary. Look at how beautiful that color is when it dries down. Now I'm going to take the gold wax, and I'm going to brush that all over except the bottom of the bird, because I'm going to put glue on the bottom, and I do not want that wax to interfere with it in any way. All right, so you guys, I pull off my painter's tape, and I mean, shocker, look what happened. It pulled off my tape. So I'm not going to even worry about it. I'm like, you know what? We can make this look distressed. So I just get that painter's tape and I rub it down and I peel it off. I do this all the way around the box, and it looks like I meant to do it. And it actually looked even better, I think. So I'm going to take this Gorilla Glue epoxy. It's kind of like a JB Weld. And you just do, it's like half and half. You mix it until it's all the way combined, and then you're going to put it on whatever surface you want to adhere it to. So I'm going to put this on the bird. I wanted something heavy duty because I am putting, the bird is so tiny itself. It's going on the corner of something, so I did not want this like falling off if it happened to tip over or the bird got hit. So I'm going to put that on the corner here, and we're going to let that set up. After that, we are going to take clear wax by DIY, and we are going to clear this. You guys, if you're enjoying this video, do me a favor and subscribe, like, and comment, please. I'm taking now dark wax mixed with clear wax, and this is just going to give me a little lighter version of that dark wax, and I focus it on the mold, and then I bring it out. I'm going to buff all of that in and then take the excess off our mold, and we are done. Now my reveal photo, it kind of looks blotchy because I took it right after I applied the wax, so it has not dried down, but I actually love the way that it came out. And you guys know I'm all about the little details. That bird is everything. Just that little added detail is going to make it amazing for somebody. So thank you guys so much. Please make sure to check out the playlist down in the description box. I appreciate y'all being here with me all the time. And I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. He's a ham. What do you got? Hey, Hanky, what you got? Oh, Daddy give you a bone. Yeah. Try It Tuesday. Let me show you who I know. I wish that was our pool. It's not. It definitely is not. But we do got that sweet trampoline. Okay. This like makes my head look flat. It is what it is. This is the only way we're doing it.